Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy Samurai back at it again with another episode of Nation News. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about Derek Carr's future with Las Vegas. And not only that, my cousin's future away from Las Vegas. On top of that, we're going to be talking about Kemah Siverand and his audition for the Fast and the Furious. Last but not least, we're going to talk about David Irving and the fact that he hated being a cowboy. Then again, who doesn't hate being a cowboy? Am I right? All of that on this episode of Nation News.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Now, before I get started with this video, don't forget to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button. We are on the verge of 25,000 subscribers, so help your boy out. So it looks like the Carr family will be extending their stay in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. And I know I talked about this in my last video about the Raiders planning on giving Derek Carr that contract extension, and how a lot of Carr haters are, sobbing away at the fact that Derek Carr might be our quarterback in 2021. But we do have some details on what the numbers should look like for Derek Carr and his future contract with the Raiders. According to Spot Track, they tweeted, Derek Carr's future in Las Vegas is soon to be extended as the 29-year-old closes in on a new contract with the Raiders. Carr holds a 5-year, $160 million projection in our system currently. Now, when you break that up to a yearly salary, he would be making somewhere around $31 million, which I believe is a solid number compared to what the quarterback market is looking like today. Now, again, these are just projections. These are not the real numbers, but I do believe that Derek Carr and the Raiders are going to get something done real soon. And once Derek Carr signs that new shiny contract, then we could finally stop talking about other quarterbacks coming to the Raiders. According to Ian Rappaport, he also believes that Derek Carr is going to be a part of the Raiders' future in 2021.
He is in the Raiders' plans for the 2021 season. That is my understanding, and I'd be frankly surprised at this point if that changes.
And as for Mariota, he's most likely going to be on a trade block, but we already knew that. Now, as much as I would want to keep the throwing Samoan, with the money that he's going to be making in 2021, it'd be smart for the Raiders to move on from the big O's, you know what I mean? And there have been many reports saying that teams have been calling the Raiders, acquiring about my cousin Marcus, mainly the Patriots and the Washington football team, which are the two main teams that have been linked to Mariota. So I believe that we will move him sometime this offseason. And with the game that Marcus put together and the only game that he played as a Raider, I do believe that we could get somewhere upwards of a third-round pick. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say that there is no way in hell that we are going to get a third-round pick out of Marcus Mariota, but you got to understand, with not a lot of really good quarterback options out there in free agency or even on the trade block, Marcus Mariota is the best one available. And if there's multiple teams calling for him, there's going to be an offer up there. And I believe if a third-round pick gets offered, we get the job done. If John Gruden and Mike Mayock is sitting there and they get offered a third-round pick for Marcus Mariota, on top of that, we clear up some cap space by moving him, I believe we pulled the trigger on that. So with giving Derek Carr a contract extension and moving on from Marcus Mariota, trading him away, that should free up a lot of cap space for the team this offseason to go out and get other free agents on the offense and defensive side. Well, most definitely our defensive side. Now, we already have the GOAT Nathan Peterman returning to Las Vegas in 2021. But my question to you guys, should we still go out and get a veteran backup quarterback to Derek Carr or go into the NFL draft? Now, if we're looking at veteran options and free agency, there's many veteran options out there that we could go and sign for the cheap, because someone that could come in that has experience that can back up Derek Carr. I have like a couple of names here. The main one on my list would be Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's a journeyman, and we've seen time and time again Fitzmagic do his thing out there. No matter what system he put him in, he always goes out there and he balls out, and he's not scared to take shots, do whatever you want him to do, and he'd be a perfect veteran quarterback to back up Derek Carr. Another name out there is Andy Dalton. Again, another solid backup quarterback. I know he's not a franchise quarterback, but again, Andy Dalton has been a starter in this league for years and years, and you bring him onto this team, I think he'd be a solid option. Another name out there that I'm kind of 50-50 on, but I wouldn't mind seeing in the silver and black is Cam Newton. I don't know if he's looking for a starting job or just a job in general, but if he's just looking to be a solid backup, then why not bring him over to the dark side, be that role that Marcus Mariota was, a dual threat quarterback that backs up Derek Carr. And last but not least, Jacoby Brissett's name has been thrown out there as well. So I believe those four quarterbacks would be solid veteran options in free agency. Now, when the Raiders eventually move on from my cousin Marcus, Who would you guys want to sign as a veteran backup to Derek Carr? Let me know down in the comments below. So on the latest episode of Cops, apparently we got a couple of wannabe Vin Diesels out there in Houston going fast and furious.
What are you smiling about? Dude, I almost had you.
News broke out that Raiders defensive back Kemah Siverand was arrested for street racing and evading the cops. Who the fuck you think you are, Dom Toretto, man? The fuck? Now, according to reports, Kemah Siverand initially stopped for the cops. Then he sped off for like about a mile before he surrendered. Bruh. Now, this isn't the first time that Siverand has been on the news for the wrong reasons. He was cut by the Seahawks in August after he got caught breaking COVID protocols, trying to sneak a girl into his hotel room. Now, I guess he couldn't wait to knock them ankles loose. Know what I mean? Now, Siverand signed a future/reserves contract with the team back in January, but it seems like he won't be here for much longer. Okay, in all seriousness, it just sucks to see a young DB like Siverand with so much potential just throw it all away by making dumb decisions. But at the end of the day, you know, I do hope whatever his future holds with this team, whether he's going to stay on the team or not, I just hope that he can bounce back from this. So last week, the Raiders re-signed David Irving. He must have loved being a part of the nation, but then again, who doesn't? But the same cannot be said for his time as a Cowgirl, where he spent the first 4 seasons of his career, tallying 12.5 sacks and a career-high 7 in 2017. Now, according to Vic Tafur, Irving said, "I hated going to work for the Cowboys. A Cowboy is all hardy-hard and all this America stuff. I belong in Las Vegas with the Raiders." He also went on and said, "You've got some real people here who can appreciate a unique specimen like myself. I am a bit different on and off the field, and they understand that. I am comfortable here. Not only that, but I see a team here with a bunch of good young players that have been missing a little leadership." In 2019, David Irving initially quit football after violating multiple substance abuse policies.
Basically, guys, I quit. I want to talk about a suspension and all this other nonsense. I'll Kaepernick myself before they Kaepernick my ass.
But the Raiders gave David Irving a second chance after he was reinstated by the NFL. He only played in 4 games, tallying 4 tackles. David Irving looks like he's ready to bounce back and show the league that he still got it, and that he also wants to be a leader to our young players, and that's what you love to see. Last but not least, he said, "I see this as my team and my defense, and I'm gonna put in the work, and I'm gonna back that shit up." Let him know, Big Oos, man. I'm excited to see what David Irving has and what kind of energy he's going to bring to this team in 2021. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode of Nation News. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. And again, we are on the verge of 25,000 subscribers, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. Until the next video, Raider Nation, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.